All right, all right, all right. I think we are good to go. Volume, visuals, chat. How are we doing? Is everything looking good on your end? I'll wait until I get. Dude, look at this golf tan. What? Oh, the biceps are coming in. The golf tan is looking prime. All right. You guys can hear me and see me. Yes. Hopefully. Because then we'll start going as soon as I have confirmation. Because I don't want to just start talking to no one. You know what I'm saying? Zach says yes. John, Danny Lee. We will talk about Danny Lee in a little bit. I actually played in a tournament, Danny Lee. All right. We're good to go. Okay. So this is what's on the agenda for today, guys. We're going to be talking Brooks Koepka, obviously. We're going to be talking about golf etiquette. We're going to be talking about the PGA Championship. We're going to be talking about my last tournament I played in. And then we're also going to be talking about the next video that's going to be going live tomorrow when I finish editing it. So let's go straight into Brooks Koepka. If you haven't already seen it, I posted a video on my main channel, which I haven't done, I think, in a month or two. And then I posted a video on my golf channel. And it was kind of interesting, actually, when I was posting it. I mean, obviously, back in the day, like when we were first talking about filming this and doing everything, I knew this was going to go on my main channel. But when I actually did it, it was funny because I posted a golf video on my main channel and a Frisbee video on my golf channel. But, you know, it is what it is. I had to post both videos. I just didn't think the little Frisbee video I did with him was worthy enough to make it on the main channel. So I just threw it up on the golf channel because I still thought it was a cool thing to kind of see his kind of thought process or his him learning to do a new skill and how fast he can pick up on it because he's a really, really good athlete. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, so hopefully you guys have all seen the video by now. If you haven't, I would say go check it out. First thing I want to say, sorry about the camera work in the golf video. The mini putt battle, putt battle, mini golf battle, whatever you want to call it. Apologies for the camera work. That might have been like the number one comment I saw in the comment section, other than people thinking that it was cool and they are enjoying it, was how the camera work was not great. It was a brand new camera guy. I wasn't able to bring anyone to New York to film it, unfortunately, someone that I've worked with or know what they're going to do. And so kind of getting thrown on the spot with a brand new person, I kind of try to explain to him what I was trying to do. And even in the video, you can see at times, I can tell he's pointing the camera at us, and I want him to show the hole or show whatever it may be. And, you know, it just didn't work out. It happens sometimes. And so I first want to say I apologize for that. I am in works right now of trying to find a permanent camera operator, videographer, to be able to do stuff when I do travel like this, and then also to film some of the bigger stuff that Kelsey and I can't do ourselves in the Dallas area. But other than that, I thought the whole Brooks video was awesome. I had an absolute blast doing it. Brooks, after the fact, I think enjoyed it as well. I think sometimes these guys get such in a rut of doing the same thing over and over again, getting asked the same questions over and over again. And whenever I get an opportunity to do a video with a celebrity or an athlete, I never really want to do something that they've done before or something that they don't really get excited for. I think you get the best content from people when they're passionate about something and they love something. So I think it turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. It was fun for me. I think he had a fun time. He actually had a really, really fun time throwing the Frisbee. With the Frisbee stuff, I'm always hesitant to throw that out there because I don't know how people are going to take it. But he was super down. And when you saw him do the trick shot and make it, he was super pumped. And then someone told me they saw that on SportsCenter and made top 10. So I wasn't able to see that. But that's pretty cool as well. So the whole Brooks video, a lot of fun. Really enjoyed working with him. I'm going to hopefully at some point, I mean, right now it's probably 0% chance that anything's going to happen between now and the Tour Championship, just because their schedules are so insane. But hopefully when everything kind of calms down and stuff, maybe do a course vlog with him. I think that would be really cool. Just because I think he's one of the most unique golfers. I mean, half his shots weren't even shown on TNT today because he was hitting the ball before like Molinari's ball even like hit the ground. He was already like hitting his ball. He's just such a quick player. It would just be awesome to kind of get a little bit out of like what's going on when he's playing golf, because I just think he's a unique dude. So hopefully we can do that in the future, guys. And I'm gonna answer questions. Let's see. What do we got? Brooks questions. Did Brooks come across as cocky as he was in his PGA interview? Here's the thing. If you go back and like watch like Michael Jordan's interviews, watch LeBron James, watch Kobe Bryant, watch any of the greats in their sports, in their sport, they have this arrogance, cockiness to them. Now, some people, I think when people have a whole lot, when it's like extreme, they have that kind of as a shield to hide some of their weaknesses they might have. But when you have that little bit of it, you need that. You absolutely need that to be the best. And all the greats have it. There's very few people. I mean, even Steph Curry, one of the, maybe the nicest guy, or someone that a lot of people look to as, oh, look how cool this guy is. He's just a normal dude, yada, yada. When you talk to him, no, he does have that confidence, that little swagger, that little talk. Tony Romo has it with his golf game now. Steph Curry has it with his golf when he golfs. All the greats, you got to have that little bit of an edge to you. And I think it helps actually too. I mean, when you start believing it yourself, I think it helps a lot. So I don't really, when I was hanging out with him, I don't really feel like he was cocky or anything like that. I just think he has a confidence to himself that he's one of the best golfers, if not the best golfer on the planet, and he is. So I don't think there's a problem with that. No, he wasn't different in person, Brad. No. Who's your favorite basketball? I'm talking Brooks questions right now, because then we're gonna go to the next thing. Don't call Curry a leader. How was Brooks off camera? Super cool dude. I didn't get to spend too much time with him off camera. I hit him up on Instagram quite a bit. Just wishing him good luck and telling him good job and stuff like that. And he's a pretty nice dude when it comes to it. He's just a chill dude, man. He's definitely someone that I could totally see, going to the gym with, or playing golf with, or going to the movies, or like just basically the guys I hang out in Dallas. He's basically the same kind of dude that I would normally hang out with. Did Brooks flex with his Nike? No, he did not. Ryan, I was kind of talking about that earlier. Yeah, we're going to try. I mean, I'm down, obviously. I don't know. I haven't really asked him if he's down because he's super busy. So, but hopefully in his off season, it'd be sweet to get around to golfing with him. All right. I think that's it for the Brooks questions. We're going to move on to the next thing. Do you think you could beat him in a round if you really tried? He would have to have his absolute worst round, and I would have to play out of my mind. I think that's what would have to go down, honestly. Okay. We're going to go to golf etiquette now, because this is something that's been brought up a handful of times. By a handful, I mean a lot. I think, especially my Bethpage Black videos, I think that was one of the first videos that maybe made it across the pond, if you will. I think a lot of my videos right now are kind of being seen by either people that have followed me from Frisbee, or people that have picked up on my golf videos recently, and people kind of know who I am, the type of person I am, my personality, and they're used to it by now, and they either have said, yeah, I like the stuff, you post, or no, I don't. And I think the Bethpage Black videos were the first ones that started getting picked up and seen by, some of the YouTubers over in Europe. Those guys that have big YouTube followings in the golf world over there. I think I was starting to see a lot, because they weren't just random YouTube people, right? Like some of my videos, you get the random YouTube people to come in and leave comments. But these people know about golf. So they're not just random YouTube people that know about golf. They clearly follow someone else's YouTube channel that does golf. And this was probably the first video they seen of mine. And so there was a lot of comments about multiple things. So I kind of want to go through it. And I don't think any of these people are going to be actually in this live chat, honestly. But if you have questions, because there were a lot of questions or comments about those videos, if I don't answer everything, just hit me up here in a second or two, and I'll respond to them. But we're talking Bethpage Black, and we're talking like course vlogs and stuff like that. So the first thing is the PGA Championship. I thought this was kind of clear. The PGA Championship flew me out to New York to film this video for the PGA Championship for Bethpage Black. This was not me and my buddy showing up and paying $75 and getting on the course. This was the PGA Championship wanting us to be out there. They had seen my videos that I did for TPC Sawgrass before the Players. They really liked it, and they wanted me to do the same kind of thing for their course. So when we got there, they kind of were like, yo, this is, do whatever you want to do. They hooked us up with Jack. Neither me nor Patrick asked for a caddy or said we need to have a caddy or anything like that. I thought we were going to ride in carts. I didn't know Bethpage Black was a walking only course. I'm new to golf, so I don't really know too much. So I showed up thinking we're just going to throw our bags in carts and off we go and film. Having Jack, though, was amazing and awesome. The other thing, too, is I offered multiple times to carry my bag, or I picked my bag up, and he was straight, absolutely not, give me this bag. And I took it as like he really cared about his job and wanted to do a good job caddying. And, I don't want to disrespect that by taking over his job. You know what I'm saying? And he was completely fine double bagging it for 18. Me, I don't know about Patrick, but I was certainly out of breath at times. And this dude was in incredible shape. So there was a lot of people talking about, oh my God, I can't believe they had this poor old guy. No, his name was Jack. I called him Frank at the very end. I don't know why. But a lot of people were like, oh my God, I can't believe these two Americans did. And that's also, I think, why I know they're from Europe, is because they said Americans. No, I mean, who says that? But yeah, they're complaining that me and Patrick had Jack carry our bags and stuff. So I just want to squash that, say that we didn't ask for that. And also Jack is a champ, and there was no way we were taking those bags off his shoulder. He was going to crush it. Okay. So there's that. A lot of people asked, did we tip him? Yes, I tipped him $200 afterwards. And I think he was also paid his flat fee or whatever it was by the PGA Championship. So I think Jack was taken care of, and he was extremely happy. And from everything I've heard and talked to him after the fact, he loved being out there and filming the video, and we loved having him because I think he gave a lot of good insight on a lot of the holes and clearly knew what he was talking about with the greens and what shots needed and all that stuff. So he was awesome to have. And whenever I go film, if we can have a caddy, it's always a plus for sure, but it's not something that is required. Other question is people complaining that we didn't repair our divots. Okay. With what? I don't know what you want us to repair with. No one gave us those little sand holders. There weren't any sand holders anywhere else. There wasn't anything for us to repair the divots. Now, some people are like, why didn't you go and grab the divots and put them back into the divot thing? This was the final day. This was the final day of play before the course was completely shut down. They were going to have tons of people going through and handling everything they want the way they wanted to handle it. Had they said something about, hey, you need to go and repair, and I've played courses like that where they're like, hey, you need to repair your divots. Some people are like, don't put sand in it. Some people are like, put the grass back on it. Some people are like, don't put the grass back on it. Had they have told us something, we would have 100% did it, but they didn't tell us anything. And in my mind, it was one of those things where this is like, there's like, I don't know, maybe 100 people, 120 people behind us that are going to play the course. And then the course was going to be completely shut down. Also, Jack was there. I think Jack would have, knew if we needed to do something. If I saw him starting to repair divots or picking up the grass and putting it back, I would have done it the same. But none of that was happening. So, I feel like we did what we were supposed to do. Enough with the repairing divots. Next question that a lot of people had. I'm trying to think. Oh, talking about how golf, and this kind of falls into the golf etiquette thing. PGA Championship again brought us out there. They also took us 2 hours before the next tee time. So we teed off at 8 o'clock in the morning. The next tee time wasn't until 10 o'clock. So we were on hole probably like 8 or 9 before anyone was even on hole 1. Hey, T-Mouse20, keep up the fire vids, post more golf vlogs. Hey, man, thanks for the $2. So, and if you watch the coverage today, you'll know how far away hole 9 is from hole 1. Because the way the course is set up is you go all the way out to hole 9 and then you come all the way back. So we were out in the middle of nowhere. No one was around us. And it was amazing. It was awesome. It felt like we were, alone on this earth, alone, just playing golf, and we loved it. So it wasn't like people were on the green in front of us or on the tee box behind us. And that gave us a lot of freedom to really just do whatever we wanted. And just film and be in the moment and do whatever we wanted. The other thing I want to say too is, if you say you repair every divot you make, stop lying, Kyle says. The other thing I want to say is, you guys that watch my videos know me and know when I'm pumped up about something, when I'm excited about something, when I'm jacked up or competitive, my voice and everything escalates. When I'm not, when it's not interesting, or when I'm just chilling or whatever, my voice goes to like right now, this is a normal level for me, and I would say it's probably still high compared to the average person. But my voice drops when it's like chill, and you'll see that some of my course vlogs. I'm not doing the typical YouTuber vlog. I wouldn't say golf course vlogs has this, because a lot of people that do golf course vlogs have grown up in golf and whatever, and they have a much more mild and chill manner than I do. But if you watch, I just watched PewDiePie's video. I don't know if you guys saw it. He was talking about the pause challenge with this kid named Morgs or something. I don't know if you guys know this person, but I watched it and I was like, okay, clearly this person is not acting the way he normally acts in person. When he turns on the camera, he's going nuts. He's yelling. He's in your face. He's doing all that stuff. I highly doubt he's like that 24/7. And this is kind of one of those things where, there's a lot of YouTubers that you meet in person and you're like, oh, I thought they were going to be this way, and they weren't this way at all. If you meet me in person, you're going to see if I'm chilled out and I'm just chilling, you're going to see that. If we're playing in a competition or something, I'm probably going to be hyped. I'm probably going to be loud, probably going to be yelling. That's just what it is. So when it comes to golf etiquette, I'm never going to be quiet when I play golf. It's just not going to happen. Why would I? If I'm quiet, then that means I'm not having fun. I'm not doing anything. Now, if I'm playing by myself, right, I'm probably not hitting a shot and yelling and doing all that stuff if I'm just playing by myself. I might still fist pump. I still might pull up the putter when I make a long putt and stuff. But when I'm playing against someone, or Kelsey's with me filming, or when there's other people involved and I'm getting hyped, it's just going to happen, man. It's just going to happen. So my whole thing is, if you don't like the yelling, if you don't like me being loud or whatever, there's 100 other golf channels. Literally every other golf channel out there doesn't yell or isn't loud. So you literally have tons of options. So if you don't enjoy it, go to a different golf channel. It's not going to change. I'm not going to change my personality. When I go out there on the golf course, I'm literally just playing golf, and whatever comes out, man, comes out. And that's just what it is. So if you enjoy it, great. If you don't, there's literally every other person that's making golf content that doesn't have a loud personality. So go check them out. That's my thing. Golf etiquette wise, though, I don't think I really am crossing the line too much. I think that's the only thing that people really have me on. I'm not walking in people's lines when they're putting. I'm fixing my ball marks. Hey, Mr. Schmitty23, your thoughts on Tiger's round? I'll get to that in a second. Thanks for the $2. Zach, thanks for the 99 cents. So all the other stuff, golf etiquette wise, I think I'm fine. I think there's some stuff that people think and care about that's really dumb and really keeping a lot of people from playing golf. And I think that's dumb. But yeah, if you guys have questions now on the Bethpage Black, questions on Bethpage Black or questions on golf etiquette, hit me up. Thoughts on Tiger's round real quick. Ups and downs. I think he's going to struggle on this course because his drives, he's going to put himself in tough spots to make par. But I think he's going to probably T20 would be my guess. All right, let's see. What questions do we have on Bethpage Black or my golf etiquette or just golf etiquette in general? We want to see you being you, or else I wouldn't watch. Kyle, I appreciate that, man, and I feel the same way, man. Your reactions remind me of Dude Perfect's reactions, LOL, says Nick. We're very common, especially I think me and Cody. Me and Cody are probably the most similar out of all the Dude Perfect guys. But, you come to a basketball game. Well, I don't play basketball with them anymore because of my knees. But if you come to the basketball games that we had in the middle of in the morning at like 6 o'clock in the a.m. and you turn on a camera and you film it, it's gonna be very similar to what you see. Those guys, obviously they play it up a little bit for the camera, especially I'm sure on their TV show a little bit. But for the most part, that's just their personality. Each one, that's just who they are. So, where does Bethpage rank on the courses you have played for toughness? It's one of the tougher ones, I think. And here's the thing. The conditions I played it in, I think I've talked about this before. Frisbee and golf are very similar in the sense of the weather conditions have a huge impact on your play. If I went and played Bethpage Black today, the setup they had today with it being 20 degrees warmer, with it when it's not raining, when the grass isn't wet, all that stuff, I think I shoot probably 75 to 72, I would say would be my guess. I think the conditions were really, really good today. So when we played it, the conditions were pretty much the only thing that could have made it harder was if there was more wind. I think we played it and there was like 7 or 8 miles per hour wind. But the golf ball, like today, they were driving the golf ball 300 plus carry. I swear I couldn't hit a golf ball 260. 260 was like the max distance carry. It was so cold. There's so much moisture in the air. So I think that has a huge part. So that was a really hard course. And then Stonebridge Die course here in Dallas is a really hard course. I want to play Merido, though. It's another course. It's almost 8,000 yards long. That's a really hard course, too. Rapson, I'm the same way. I laugh when I shank a shot, and I cheer when I sink a nice putt. It's all about, you say the truth? Oh, it's all about fun. Rapson, man, hey, appreciate the $5, dude. That's what it's all about, man. Just go out and golf, have a good time. What is the hardest hole on Bethpage Black, in your opinion? 12. 12 is the hardest hole, I think. People playing music without asking. Cool, not cool, don't care. I think if you're going to play music, in a foursome, you should ask the people you're playing with. And when I've played with people, everyone almost always asks if they're like, hey, does anyone mind if I play music? I think that's a nice thing to do because most people aren't going to care. But there might be some people that are like, hey, I don't want music being played. I don't care one way or the other. I don't play music when I golf, but like when me and Kelsey, I said Gelsey, golf and Kelsey. When me and Kelsey golfed yesterday, we brought out a little Bluetooth like speaker thing, and she played music. It didn't bother me, but I'm not like normally I normally like either will listen to like the No Laying Up podcast. I'll listen to like a Joe Rogan podcast. I'll listen to one of Cameron McCormick's podcasts, or if there's like today, there's, streaming golf, I'll listen to that. I normally don't like listening to music. Thomas asked Brodie, best way to get your club head speed up. Thanks for the content. Thomas, honestly, dude, I'm using these super speed sticks. I posted some on Instagram the other day. I'll let you know if it works, man. We'll see. Do we have any more Bethpage Black questions, or has any pro called you out on etiquette? No one has. I've played with maybe 10 PGA Tour guys and no one said anything, but they also might be being nice, Old American GC where it's at. Heck yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. What hole did you find easy at Bethpage? Well, number 1, because I birdied it. That was the only hole I birdied. The par 5s are pretty gettable. There's a par 5. What hole is it? I can't remember. But it's like the snaky par 5 uphill. If you hit it in the fairway, that hole's really easy. Pretty much a lot of the holes on the front 9. You got to score low on the front 9. The back 9 will eat you up. What you say if someone did call you out? Well, I would listen to what they said, and if it was something that I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, then I would try to fix it. You should play around with Graham McDowell. That'd be dope. I'd be down. Where will Rory be when the PGA Championship is done? I'm guessing you're asking, like, what position? I don't know, man. He had 1 birdie today. I don't know. I think like minus 15. I'd say minus 12 to 15 is going to win it. So he's going to have to get going if he wants to win this thing. All right. Any more Bethpage Black or golf etiquette questions? Because then I'm moving on. Are you more serious in tournament rounds? Yeah, for sure. Definitely. But, I mean, then again, like I haven't really gotten a situation where I've had the crowd, man. I love playing in front of crowds with Frisbee. Oh man, when we get crowds on the sideline in Frisbee, oh, I love it. So I haven't really played in front of a crowd yet in golf. I think that would be wild. It'd be fun. How long did Bethpage Black play with 1 foot in the rough? I think it was like 76. They actually played like a handful of holes today closer. One of the par 4s, they played considerably closer because I remember it was 285 to cover a bunker, and today it was like only 260 to cover. So they played a couple holes a lot easier, and that's one of the things I texted Patrick. I was like, bro, the holes they're playing too, not only is the weather easier, but I was like, a lot of these holes, they're not even playing from the back tee box. I was like, gosh, I really wish we kind of didn't do 1 foot in the rough and just played the back tee box and just see where we would have stacked up. I mean, it's too hard to like play the exact distances that they play because you just don't know how they're going to set it up. But at least just play the back tees and see what you could do. How long do you think it will take for you to get in the PGA? Oh, man, that's a tough question. I might never be able to do it. I think personally deep down inside, I've got a shot. I got to work hard. A lot of things have to happen, but you never know, man. You never know. I mean, you asked me when I was a freshman in college, hey, how long do you think it'll take for you to like dominate this sport? I don't know. I don't think I would have an answer. I would just say soon. I haven't. Black was the only course we played. We literally flew in the night before. We got in at like 11 something. Woke up at like 6, drove to the course, played it, and then I literally popped in a flight home. That was it. All right. Any more questions? Golf etiquette or Bethpage Black? Because we're moving on to the next topic, which is the PGA Championship. Okay. It looks like everyone's kind of done with that. We're going to move on then. Okay. So, PGA Championship, guys. If you didn't watch it today, I have mixed feelings on it, I guess you could say. So the good is this. The good is I enjoy watching players have to hit difficult shots. I enjoy watching players have to like muscle shots out of the rough, or even really taking some conservative lines off the tee, because they know how difficult it is to get to the green if they're not in the fairway. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed obviously watching certain holes and remembering, oh man, like Phil's bunker that he was in on 18, that was the same bunker. He almost had the identical, I think the pin was almost in the same spot. So Phil almost had this identical or close to an identical shot on 18. Or no, the pin was in the front right and my pin was in the back left. So it wasn't close. But our balls were basically in the same bunker. I thought that was cool. There were certain moments like that I thought were very cool. Watching Brooks go super low was awesome. The fact that he putted the ball, so funny. I mean, you guys were hitting me up all day with tweets and stuff talking about, the putt challenge or whatever prepped Brooks to dominate putting, because he was lights out putting. He couldn't miss a putt today. So who knows? Maybe that's what he needed. Maybe he needed a little putt competition to get him going. But his game was unreal watching. Danny Lee is an interesting story too. So Danny Lee, I actually played in a tournament. I think it was my very first golf tournament I played in. Danny Lee was also playing in that golf tournament as well. I think he beat me by 7 shots. Spoiler alert, he crushed me. But it's cool to watch him dominate. Jordan, it was fun to watch Spieth have a little bit of flashes of greatness on that front nine. He had a great front nine, I think shooting 33, I believe. I think it's 35 on the front. I think it's 35. So I think he was 2 under 33 on the front. But it's just, for him, it's going to come down to whether or not he can keep his driver in the fairway, because it's just this course is just tough, man. It's very tough if you're missing fairways, if you're not straight off the tee. But it was fun watching him roll some putts in, walk some putts in, get his game back into gear. I thought Rory looked a little bit out of sync today, especially with some wedge shots that I thought, he could hit a lot closer. He's used to his putter. He just couldn't make anything either. Rahm, I watched some of Rahm, and he looked like he figured something out in the last couple holes. So it'll be interesting to see how he does tomorrow. I think this course sets up really good for his game. It definitely is more of a fade off the tee course versus a draw off the tee course. And he has one of the best cut drivers in the game. So I think the course sets up great for him. And if he kind of can figure out what he was doing, his putting is so good that I think if he can kind of just get back into those last couple iron shots he had, I think it'll be interesting to see how low he goes tomorrow. Thoughts on Dustin's round? Curtly asked. I didn't really see too much of it, honestly. I feel like he was kind of a little bit of under the radar. I don't know. I wasn't watching the featured group. I watched the featured group in the morning for Brooks and Tiger and Molinari, and then I watched a lot of Jordan's featured group, but I didn't watch Dustin's featured group, and so I was just watching the TNT broadcast. And I don't know if they showed that many shots of his. He kind of just had that mediocre round. Nothing really too great. Nothing really too bad, I guess. So we'll see if he can put it down tomorrow. BD Golf, what up, man? His putting is not sustainable. It will come back down to earth. Brooks, that's the thing though. He parred both par fives, which he's not. I guarantee. I'll put money on it. He doesn't par both par fives the rest of the tournament. So even if he didn't putt the ball, even if he doesn't putt the ball that well tomorrow, I still think he picks up 1, maybe 2 shots on the par fives. And he doesn't need to go out and shoot another 63, 64, 65. If he goes out and shoots a 67, 68 tomorrow, he's still going to be in great spot moving into the weekend. So, I think he's, I think he's going to be tough to beat. Honestly, I really do. I think someone's going to have to catch him. I don't think he's going to fall back. I was listening to No Laying Up guys right after their Twitter live stream, and they think Brooks is going to fall back to the pack tomorrow. I don't think so. I think he shoots another 3 or 4 under tomorrow, and I think someone's going to have to go get him. Honestly, I think someone's going to have to go get him. Michael Fenton, what up, man? What up? All right, any questions about PGA Championship? I do want to say, I don't know what you guys thought. I do want to say, though, that a couple things. One, they struggled with timing. I think the broadcast did. A lot of times they were showing shots that had already, like, the guy had already, like, I just remember one shot. Jason Day hit the ball, but, like, they cut to him as, like, he was creating contact with the ball. So you didn't even see the swing. And then they didn't cut away to the ball flying or anything like that. They just stayed on him. And I don't know. I don't know what was going on with the broadcast today. I don't know if they're trying to figure out some kinks or work some stuff out. But there was a couple things going on with the broadcast that I feel like hopefully by the weekend they get figured out. The other thing is I don't know if their TV towers or whatever they have around the course aren't set are set up differently than normal PGA Tour events, because I feel like a lot of times they're really good at covering the ball in the air and like showing the flight and showing where it lands. And there was, I want to say there was maybe like 10% or 20% of the drives that actually you could see where the ball landed up. There's a lot of times where you're just seeing sky or they're just showing the fairway. It was almost like they had a lot of people just on the ground trying to film from the ground. Which is going to be very tough. So hopefully they figure it out, because that was like my only one kind of thing about the broadcast that I didn't like, is there was a lot of shots that you didn't really see that much. And I also heard the app, a lot of people, it was cutting in and out, and then when you restart it, you had to rewatch all 3 minutes of the commercials. So hopefully they figure it out. I don't know. Riley, I actually didn't shoot better than any of the guys at Bethpage. I think the lowest score was an 81. Unless someone came in later in the day with a higher score than 81. I think 81 was the highest score of the day. Let me see. Let me check. Oh no. Oh, I did beat a couple people. Oh man. Okay. They're all club pros though. The only people I beat were club pros. But again, I think if I play that course the way they had it today, I would love to play. I think over under 75 would be a great number for me if I played it today. Also, my game is a lot better than my game was trash. I don't know. I couldn't hit my driver, and I think I figured out my driver. So I would love to play that course when I'm actually bombing the ball off the tee straight, not just all over the place. All right. Any questions about PGA Championship? The guy that filmed your putt-putt challenge did the camera work for TNT. Okay, Kellen. All right. That's a little mean. Funny, but a little mean. There's supposed to be windy conditions tomorrow in the afternoon, which might be the only thing stopping Koepka. We'll see, man. He has a piercing ball flight. He's really good at flighting down shots, too. So we'll see. I mean, obviously, like I said, the guys going out tomorrow morning, if it's calm conditions, they got to go low. Because I think Brooks, even in a windy day, I think he still goes a couple under. When did I start playing? I played as a kid, but re-picked up the game about a year ago. Do I ever play Fortnite? Man, I haven't. Last time I streamed me playing Fortnite was the last time I played Fortnite. If I got on right now and played Fortnite, it would be trouble because I don't know probably anything. Who do I want to win? I mean, I think it'd be awesome to watch Brooks win. Honestly, it'd be great. It'd be kind of crazy too because I think the tournament, or it was either a tournament after I filmed with John or 2 tournaments after I filmed with John, he won. And then if Brooks wins the tournament after I film with him, that'd be sweet. Maybe that'll make more guys want to film videos with me to get a W. I don't know. We'll see. Brooks is at 7 under. He shot 63. And then the next closest is Danny Lee, who shot 64. And then I think there's a handful of guys at like 2 and 1 under. My average driver carry is like 300 plus. What mini under do you think Brooks will get to? I think he'll get anywhere from 12 to 15. I think that's what's going to win it, 12 to 15. It's tough to say because you just don't know what the weather's going to do. But I think 12 to 15 is a good bet. Okay, I think that's going to be it. Oh, Fleetwood's at -3. You're right, Teddy. Fleetwood's at -3. That's a good... If Fleetwood... Because was he in the afternoon session? Was he in the afternoon? I think he was. So if Fleetwood goes out tomorrow and goes off, that'd be fun. See a little Fleetwood Brooks action. I'd be all about that. What the heck? All right, we're going to go talk now about my latest tournament. I competed in the U.S. Open local qualifier, which was out at TPC Craig Ranch. So I had no idea, and I still don't know. Oh no, yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. So this is. Let me get this thing so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now. Let me pop this here. That should be good. Okay, so the U.S. Open, I had no idea this is how it worked, and this is so sick. They have local qualifiers, okay? 8,602 people competed for 500 spots, okay? Of those 500 spots? Man, this makes me really mad now. I'm seeing this. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so out of those 500 spots, they then go to a sectional qualifier, and then from there, they're going to compete, and then I think 50 people from that get to actually go into the U.S. Open. I'm not entirely sure if that's how it works. I think that's how it works. So I came down here. Yeah, you guys can see yourself texting on the screen now. So I came down here and played on the one in May. What is it, a week ago? This past week? Help me out here, guys. I'm blanking here. Where am I at? What's today's date? I don't even remember when it was. I think it was this Monday. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this is the one I played in. 132 people played in it for 8 spots. These are the guys that qualified. Well, these 2 are alternates. So 69 got in. That's what you needed to shoot to get into the tournament, which was 2 under. Tom Whitney is actually a good friend of mine. He is currently number 1 on the Latin America tour in money. Going to be trying to do a course vlog with him at some point. Super cool dude. Really freaking good at golf. Let me see if I can get into U.S. Open local qualifying Craig Ranch. I want to see if I can actually get into the... Oh, here we go. This is what we want. No, that's not what we want. Oh, this is the little article I was in, which was kind of sweet. Oh, this is what we want. This will show. Let's show the scoreboard. Oh no, what? I need to get to the texasorg.com. Or wait. I'm failing right now. I'm failing all of you, and I'm so sorry. Brodie, any news on the Dark Horse subscription? Nathan, still working on it, brother. I want to make sure it's like legit before I do it, you know? But it will come. It'll happen at some point. Cameron, what's up, man? I'm trying to currently show you guys this past tournament, and I'm absolutely failing. Here we go. Play, men's, competitions calendar. There we go. March, May. Oh, man. I thought this was it. You think they'd make this a lot easier to get to. Did I just get to it? Oh, I just got to it. Okay, this is it. Men's events. Show me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. U.S. Open. Final results. We did it. You should play a Fat Guy Golf. I was literally just watching a video with him the other day. That'd be fun to do. He seems like a super cool dude. Okay, so here we go, guys. This is the situation. So you can see -2 is what you need to get in. Okay, -2 got you in to the next stage, which would be the sectional qualifying. This was my scorecard down here. I shot a 72 +1. So I started out on hole number 1. And so I'm just going to go through it hole by hole real quick. And then if you guys have any questions, let me know, because I'm going to try to do my best to remember what happened. Hole number 1, super nervous on the first tee. I need to figure that out, because that's like 3 times now that I've hit bad shots on the first tee in my tournaments. I think a lot of it has to do maybe with not getting in a good rhythm, because I got to the tee box and basically stood around for 15 minutes, watched the group in front of me tee off. I just don't think that works for me. So I need to do my best at like hitting balls, hit a couple putts, walk over, tee off, boom, go. But hole number 1, I hooked my shot over into the trees, was able to get something near the green, up and down for par. Hole number 2, bombed the drive, and I only had like 100 and something in, and just hit a terrible wedge shot. That should have been a birdie hole. Made par. Made a nice birdie on 3. Hole number 4 is a long par 4. Tough par, or long par 3. It's pretty tough. So I was happy there. Hole number 5, this par 5. I'm trying to remember what I hit. So this par 5, and I played a practice round with Tom. I don't know if you guys saw this. Course is 7,100. It's a tough course. They have second stage of Q school here. When I played my practice round with Tom, he literally told me there's hazards on the left, hazards on the right. It's a very tight par 5 driving hole. He goes, if you're going to hit it in a hazard, hit it in the one on the left, because when you drop, you can still get to the green on your next shot. If you hit into the hazard on the right, you're blocked out by the trees. Don't do that. Well, where did I hit? Hazard on the right, made a bogey. Not good on a par 5. I need to do better on par 5s. And that was not good. So made a nice comeback birdie. This is a drivable 330-yard par 4. I hit it to 10 feet and missed the eagle chance, which would have been so sweet. Just had a bad read on it. Missed the putt, but made a nice birdie. Par to hard par 3. The par 3s here are all pretty long. Made a nice par there. Made a nice par at the long par 4, 482-yard par 4. And then birdied hole number 9. Was able to just kind of get up and down from the fringe to make birdie there. So I'm 2 under after the first 9. Now remember, what did I say? I said 2 under is what got you into the tournament. So I didn't know that. But at this moment right now, I'm in. I'm locked in. Made a nice par on 10. Nice par on 11. 12. the dreaded lost ball. First time this has ever happened to me in a tournament. It's happened to me before playing by myself or playing with others. But first time it's ever happened to me in a tournament where you hit a shot and you see the ball the whole way. You see it land in the rough. You know the general area of where it landed in the rough. And then you go over and you look for it and you can't find it. And I was looking for it. My buddy who was caddying for me was looking for it. And then my 2 playing partners were looking for it. And the other caddy was also looking for it. So we had 5 people looking for this ball. You get 3 minutes, couldn't find it. So I had to walk back to the tee, re-tee, ended up making double there. That one hurt because worst case scenario, I find my ball, I punch out to 100 yards. If I'm not, I mean, I would think I'd be able to get near the green. But worst case scenario, I punch out to 100 yards. I don't get it up and down and make bogey. So I definitely, I mean, that was tough. I don't know, other than just hitting straighter shots in the fairway where you can't lose your balls, I don't really know what else to do there. Long par 4 after that, made par. I drove this green as well, this 330-yard par 4. I drove it, had a 21-foot putt from the fringe, and 2 putted to make birdie. Hole 15 was my worst iron shot of the day. I hit it way right and had like a 60-foot putt up and down this hill, right to lefter. Wasn't able to 2-putt it, 3-putted. My only 3-putt of the whole day. Made bogey. Hole 16, I had 145 yards in and mud on my ball, middle of the fairway, and just my ball torpedoed to the left, short-sided, couldn't get up and down. 17, and at this point I'm 1 over, and I know I have no shot, so I know I have to go birdie basically to give myself a shot at 1 under. That's what I'm thinking. A short par 3, I missed a 15-footer for birdie. Hole 18, couldn't get up and down from 50 yards. Par, shot 72. There you go. Boom. So, slightly frustrating knowing that -2 got in. I would love another opportunity at that. But again, my last 3 rounds in tournament play have been +1, even par, +1. So not great, but not bad. I need to just kind of get my first tournament under par, go out and shoot a 69, go out and shoot a 70, go out and do something. But it's coming, I think. I think it's coming. But I did beat Romo, who shot what did Romo shoot? Romo shot 74. So I beat Romo by 2 shots. I'll take it. What the heck? There we go. No problem. But yeah, okay, so that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I know I think it would have been sick. Would have been really cool if I made it. Didn't happen. Wasn't meant to happen. But, learning experience. Try to get better, I'm moving into Stonebridge Ranch this summer. Thoughts on their courses? I freaking love them, man. If you're playing the die course, I love it. It's so hard. It's like 7,600 yards. It's always windy. There's water on every hole. Love it. Need a looper? Teddy, I appreciate it, man. I'll let you know if I do. If I ever make it on any sort of tour, because I'm gonna try to qualify. I'm gonna do the Q school for Latin, Canada, China. I'm gonna do them all probably, and just see what happens. And if I qualify, I have someone that's already gonna be on the bag. But if I ever need one, man, I'll let you know. At what handicap do you think I should start playing tourneys? I'm a 7 right now. I think you can play them whenever you want. Now, obviously, some of these tournaments, like the U.S. Open local qualifying, you can't play in that unless you're a 2 or lower. You have to be a 2 or lower to be in that one. There's a couple other tournaments where your handicap has to be. Oh, what's up, Janice? There's a couple tournaments where hey, can you throw me up a water?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
You hungry?
No, I kind of feel funky.
Okay, well, I'm going to get food.
All right.
Nah, I'll give you water then.
Yeah, bring me up a water and then just text me what food you get, because then I might want something when you get there. I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, playing tournaments for sure. Can you try to qualify in a different region? No. Once you play your one qualifier, that's it. To hit more fairways, do you think you should slow down your swing or do you think you need more practice? No, more practice. My swing speed is right up there with most of the guys on the tour. So that's not an issue. And I don't want to I think it's better, like, I'm not missing that many fairways, so I think it's better for me to hone in and figure out how to hit fairways swinging this fast than it is to dial back my swing because, thanks, babe, because clubhead speed is everything in golf, man. It's everything. You got to be able to swing the club fast. Would you ever try to do web.com tour? 100%. 100%. Would love to do that. I mean, that would be the stages, right? It'd be one of the lower tours and then get on the web and then hopefully get on the PGA the next. I mean, that'd be awesome. Nathan, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I have my phone. What hybrid do you recommend for a low handicapper? I don't know. I don't like hitting the hybrid. I have a 5-wood and a 3-wood. The 5-wood's not in the bag. I might throw it in certain situations, certain tournaments and stuff. But right now, I just rock a driver 3-wood and then a 3-iron basically. Do you know any of the other guys? Any of the U.S. guys on the Latin tour? Let me see. I think I have all of them like saved under my favorites. But that just depends on if they actually played in the last tournament or not. No, Tom's the only one I have saved. He's the only one I have saved. How do you become dark horse on the golf course? Dude, you just have to go out there and play, bro. What age did you start playing? As a kid, I played every sport. And then I recently picked golf up again about a year ago. Remember when I met you in Aruba? Salvatore, what up, man? How's it going? How you doing? What's your practice/playing daily schedule like? It just depends. It really does. I actually asked Cameron the same question. I was curious as to what Jordan did for his practices, and it's very dependent on just where your game is. So Jordan will, and I basically just modeled it off of him because he's one of the best golfers in the world. Basically, if I'm struggling with something where it might be wedge distances, it might be chipping, it might be putting, it might be driving. I spend a lot of time on that. I kind of fine tune it, try to get it back to where it needs to be, and then go out and play 9 holes and reassess what happened in those 9 holes, and then go and work on that if I need to, and then kind of go back out if I want to. All that stuff. Davis, you just missed the qualifying, dude. I just talked about that. How much longer do you think you have in your golf career? I don't know. I feel like I could probably play golf for another 15 years. What the heck? If you do web.com, they come through Wichita at the Air Capital Classic. I'd be 100% there. We have a party hole too. Yeah, here's the thing, man. If I ever get on a tour, it is going to be an absolute blast. And I hope all you guys can somehow show up to a tournament that's in your hometown or something. Because it's going to be fun, man. There's going to be fist pumps. There's going to be let's goes. There's going to be, God, that would be fun. And that's one of those things that kind of drives me. You know, waking up, working out in the morning, going to the golf course every day, practicing. It's the idea of like competing. That's what it's all about. And that's why Frisbee I can't do anymore because I can't compete. I can't compete anymore. I can't run. I can't jump. I can't cut. And so like waking up in the morning and working out, or waking up in the morning and like going to practice throwing and stuff, like what's the point? There's no like competition. So golf right now, gosh, that competition gets me going. I'm super stoked about it and can't wait. I just hope I can get there. What is your driver club head speed? Anywhere from 121 to 125. I first saw you when you started golfing. I think it was when you started taking lessons with Cameron McCormick. I'm aware of his stature as a tier 1 coach. Your journey is epic. Glenn, appreciate it, brother. Thanks for joining the journey. Hogan, thinking about combining your 2 lives and play disc golf? Nah, man. Just I don't enjoy disc golf, I just don't. It's like bowling to me. Like I can go out and play every once in a while and have fun, but it's not something I wake up and think to myself like, oh, I can't wait to play disc golf, Golf, I can't wait to play golf. So how much length did you add on your irons? I think it's 1.5 inches, I think. In tourney play, do you get nervous going into the last few holes? No, I don't. No, not really. I mean, so last 3 tournaments, I was 2 under there. That course, the last tournament, I was 2 under through 12. Tournament before that, I was 2 under through 16. Tournament before that, I was 2 under through 14. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like I get any nervous. I think I just gotta go for it, I don't know. I don't think it's so much nervous. I think maybe it's I play a little bit more tentative. I play a little bit more conservative, and that causes me to get off my game a little bit. But my game is there, If you think about it, if I just pick up one stroke here or there, I'm finishing all those tournaments at 3 under, which puts me in a good spot. So I'd much rather be in that situation where I'm getting to the spot that I need to get to, and then I'm fading off, because I feel like it's going to be easier for me to, once I get enough practice and enough tournament prep and all that stuff, I can figure that out, versus never even getting to that point, In the one tournament, I was 2 over through 3 holes, and I got to 2 under through 16. I battled myself back and got 4 birdies to go to 2 under. So it's there. I just got to figure it out to do it all 18, Do you change your golf shoe depending on conditions, or you do the same type? Nah, I don't really. I just wear whatever I want to. Any club gapping challenges up around your longer clubs? So Steve-O, carry distance, my 7-iron goes about 200. My 6-iron goes about 214. My 5-iron goes about 225, 226. My 4-iron goes about 238, 240. And then that driving iron or 3-iron goes about like 250. And then my 3-wood, if I really want to, I can get it all the way up to 300, or I can smooth it out to like a 280. So there's not many times where I have like 265 yards into a hole. That would be like the only kind of gap I don't really have. And that's why I have that 5-wood, is because if I do find in a practice round or something like that where, I need to hit a 260, 270 yard shot, that 5-wood would then go in the bag. But for right now, if I need to hit a 260, 270 shot, I either just bite down and hit that driving iron, or I, hit a choke down little bunt 3-wood, What wedges do you hit? I just switched back. So I've got the Callaway Mac Daddies, and they're in the 50. I currently have 50, 54, 0. Sorry, zero's barking. I currently have 50, 54, 60. I might go 50, 54, 58. I'm not sure. Still kind of figuring that out. What was the reason behind keeping the right foot down through the downswing? What did that help you with? I think it just kind of helped me timing and syncing my swing. I think I was getting a little bit out of sync, my lower body and upper body, and that kind of just helped it. Do you get nasty looks, comments when unleashing some LFG energy on the course? No, I haven't yet. And if I do, I don't really care, man. The heck? What's the best part of your game? When I'm hitting the driver well, that's my biggest advantage. Guys, I might have to end this soon because my dogs are barking, and I think that means they have to go take a dump outside. So we might have to end this. So I'll answer a couple more questions. Tomorrow, new course vlog coming out with Kevin from The Office. All you Office fans out there. I played out at Shadow Creek, which is one of the coolest courses I've ever played. With Kevin. with Josh from Hole in One Trick Shots, with Coach Rusty, and also with Patrick, who you guys saw in the Bethpage Black course vlogs. So that comes out tomorrow, so be sure to tune into that. 1 second, I hear you. Chill. But yeah. Yeah, the dogs are in need. They're downstairs. They're barking. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know what's going on. So I'm going to hurry up and go down there. And hopefully they didn't poop somewhere because I hate cleaning up their poop inside. Tell him to bring his homemade chili. Oh, man. So, yeah, that video comes out tomorrow, guys. Thanks so much for everyone tuning in and watching. Hopefully you enjoy the PGA Championship. Hopefully all my dudes that are in the running continue to play well. And, yeah, we'll do this again in two weeks. Or am I going to be gone in 2 weeks? Ooh. We might have to do this on Wednesday. I know we might have to do this on the 29th of May. I'm going to Portugal to film a bunch of sick golf content for you guys. So, I fly out next 2 weeks from now. So, yeah. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in 13 days. Wednesday. Boom. All right, guys. Have a great night. That's it for me. Until next time, stay dark horse, my friends. Later.